I'm getting ready right now. It's Sunday. We're in the thick of finals week. We had 3 exams last week and 2 went really well and 1 I got totally demolished on, which was Phys. It's okay though, like I have good grades in all my classes, so which was the goal of this semester, so that way I don't have to like kill myself over every exam in finals week, because it's really hard because like I said, we had 3 last week, and then this week we have 6, which is literally insane. And I don't think I've ever had this many exams all at once, but I'm in a good spot. So I'm gonna try not to kill myself over everything. Obviously I'm studying a ton, but I don't even know. I'm gonna probably sound a little bit crazy and exhausted in this video, and honestly I was like kind of unmotivated to film just because it's been a little bit, to say the least, intense, and so I don't know, I just didn't necessarily want to film. And I'm not gonna film like the actual finals week just because I think it's gonna be literally insane, so sorry about that. But I will do a little debrief about just finals week and the semester in general. I think when I'm on break, we only get 1 week off between the summer and the fall semester, so we're gonna be right back to it, which I think was another reason why I was like, I need to relax about getting like, all A's or whatever, or getting a lot of A's, because it's really a marathon, not a sprint. It feels like, because we're literally right back to it in a week. And if I burn myself out even more, then I don't think it's gonna serve me in the future. And it's not the end of the world if I don't get all A's, or, even if I get like all B's, it's not really the end of the world. So yeah, because a lot of the exams are actually cumulative, which makes them extremely difficult, because you're not just learning the new material, you're also learning the cumulative material, and then you multiply that by like 6 exams. It's hard. But what's really nice is we actually were able to move one of the exams that was supposed to be this next week to this last week. So we would have had 7 exams in this 1 week. So it was nice to get it done earlier. So that way it helps a little bit, for sure. Especially because that exam this was for airway management we had on Thursday, and it was extremely difficult. But I did well on it, so that is awesome. And I think it would have been really difficult if it would have been this next week. So yes. One thing that I'm gonna try to do today is I really want to plan the day I want. I think that is something I realize it's really important for me to do in AA school, and even in undergrad this was the case, is despite having to study a ton and there's a lot of things like pulling for your time, I think one thing that you can do to help make you feel a little bit better and not as burnt out is planning for the day you want, and doing the things that would make your day a great day. So for me, that includes like, oh, I can't find my mascara. For me, that includes doing my Anki at the gym and going to cafes. And it depends on the cafe, depending on how I feel. So some days I will go to like more of like a dessert cafe, and I will get myself a little pastry and I'll study. And then maybe later that day I will go to a different cafe. So for me, I really need to change up locations to maintain focus, because I'll be studying for like the majority of the day. So it makes sense that I would, lose focus and stuff. And then another thing about planning for the day I want, I'm gonna go to the gym. And even though it's really busy for finals and stuff, I want to do like 1 or 2 exercises. I I think it's like maybe difficult for me to let myself do like a full workout, you know, like a full hour workout. So, but I feel like I can do 1 or 2 exercises, like 2 compound exercises, like 1 upper body compound and 1 lower body compound. So for instance, last night I went to the gym and I did a hip thrust machine, and then I did a row. So, and today I'm gonna probably do deadlift and maybe a pull-up, assisted pull-up. I cannot do a full pull-up on my own. So, and I've been working out 5 days, or okay, wait, hold up. I have done 4 workouts this week, but they've only consisted of about 2 exercises each. So kind of like I get almost a full workout, which is really nice. Or a full like maybe 2 workouts a week, which I think that's kind of my goal, or has been my goal in AA school, is about 2 workouts a week. Oh, and also I've been really trying to like put a little bit of effort into like my makeup. I'm hungry. My lips have been so dry. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't know how good this vlog is gonna be. Or actually, no, that's a bad intention to start off with. I'm gonna do my best to film. It's gonna be a lot of studying, so I'll do my best. But yes. I got this as a reward for my airway exam. But I'm gonna put only a little bit on. It's actually stronger than I thought it would be. And I'm trying, there's this one or couple people at the gym that wear Baccarat Rouge, and I do not like that scent at all. And so I've been trying to it's made me realize that I need to be way more mindful about how much I, perfume before going to the gym. So that's so random, but anyways. So, like I was saying, the last probably 2 weeks have been really insane. Really insane for me, or for everyone in my class or in AA school, whatever. So, the hierarchy of needs is very, very low. And I've been really struggling to feed myself, honestly. So I've been kind of just drinking coffee and cream puffs and, just things that aren't that healthy. And I realized my protein was probably hardly any throughout the day. And so I was just trying to think about something I could do. Low effort, high protein, tastes good. And so I've been starting to drink protein shakes that are from Sprouts, the ones that I really like. I haven't tried this one, but I tried this brand, the Rebel brand. It has 20 grams of protein, and it's a matcha latte. And then I love this brand. It's called Remedy, and they have all these cool different flavors. This is ube, and then I love their matcha one. I love their berry one. I tried some other, or I haven't tried them yet. I grabbed some other ones that were the turmeric one, and then there's a strawberry and cream one. So anyways, I've been drinking these, and I feel like it's been good. Yeah. That is where we are right now. Let's go to the gym. is 2:30 now, and I've decided to just go to campus really quickly just to do like a couple more practice runs on intubating for my practical final for lab. One of the mannequins is a little bit harder to intubate, and I'm pretty sure going to be on that mannequin. I'm pretty sure, at least. So I just want to do it a couple more times. I did it yesterday a little bit, so I just think it would be helpful. I looked at the schedule, and I'm like kind of in the later day for, I guess I'm not explaining this, but tomorrow I have my anatomy final as well as my lab practical final. So the lab practical is basically me doing the stuff we've been practicing in lab, like intubating and bag mask ventilating and LMA placement, oral and nasal airway placement, that sort of thing. So I've been doing a lot of practice for them. Like one of the upperclassmen walked through some stuff with me, which was really nice of him. So I feel pretty good. But, of course, it's the day before the exam, so I'm a little bit nervous. And it's, an important part of the program. Lab practical finals are important. So, yeah. I drink my lunch, I guess. It's really good. But basically in the cafe, I was studying mainly for my anatomy exam. So we're doing neuroanatomy, renal anatomy. Yeah, those two mainly. My grade is really high in that class, so I'm not as nervous about getting a perfect score. And I also need to study for intro to clinical anesthesia because that exam is on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. So tomorrow I have my anatomy exam at 8 a.m. and then I have my lab practical final at 2:30. So it doesn't leave me a lot of time to study for intro to clinical anesthesia. I mean, I've been doing my Anki for the new material, but I need to go over cumulative material, which is kind of the problem I haven't done. I think my Anki is at 30% maturity, which is really good. So I'm happy about that. And that's just for the new material though. So yeah, that's basically it for an update. Oh, also I was watching my last vlog about my last intro to clinical exam. And I also had an ECG exam the next day. So I did really well in the intro to clinical exam. But then I kind of got slaughtered a little bit in ECG. But, I kind of sacrificed the grade for a good score in intro. So, you lose some, you win some in AA school. That's the biggest thing. And I definitely lost that one exam. Jesus. Alright, I'm going to focus on driving. Things are getting a little crazy. So I'll check back in when I get back to campus. Or when I get to campus. Okay, I think I'm done with that for now. I don't know, I've been not feeling good about my intubating skills. I don't know, I feel like with the rigid stylet in my ETT tube, I get it probably 100% of the time. But if I'm using one of the softer ones, I have a really bad ratio right now. And I think it's just this mannequin because in all the other task trainers and things, I'm fine. I've never had this problem, but it's just this one. But of course, my practical will possibly be on the hard task trainer, the one that I've been struggling on. So, I don't know, man. It's okay. I'm doing my best. It definitely makes me feel a little bit insecure though, not gonna lie. I intubated the esophagus when we were doing just like lab practice. I think it was last week or something. I mean, I caught it because like there was no waveforms on the end tidal CO2, and I mean, it's a chest drainer, so the chest rise is not like super easy to tell, but they wouldn't have had any chest rise if that was the case, among other things. But yeah, feeling a little bit insecure about it, but I'm working on it, and that's all I can ask myself to do. And one of my classmates was in the lab when I got there, so he actually gave me some helpful tips that have been helping him. So I tried to do that, and I think it did help a little bit. Anyways, I think I might head back to the gym and do another round of Anki. I've been trying to do like morning Anki at the gym, and then doing another session of evening Anki at the gym. And then like after, I like to do like a little bit of a stretch routine. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or not because you know, we have a lot of exams coming up, but I do like to do it because it definitely does help. And I've been getting some nerve pain in my legs from, I think, studying so much, and then as well as walking on the treadmill so much, which sounds ridiculous, but I talked to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT thinks that is the case. So I've been doing some stretches to help with that, and it has, I think, helped with my nerve pain. And then I sleep with a pillow under my knee, or both my knees, to help with the nerve pain as well. And I haven't had, because I was waking up with like burning pain in my anterior thigh. Yeah. But since doing the stretches and putting the pillow under my knee, I have not woken up with nerve pain. So that is good. But yeah. Mentally, I'm like okay, but like I feel like physically I'm like showing a lot of signs of stress, which I don't know what to make about that. I mean, I'm doing my best to deal with it, like working out a lot, getting enough sleep, like I'm not pulling all-nighters or anything, and trying to eat better too. Anyways, the rain is adding to the nice study vibes, though, I will say that. I do love a good rainy day. Oh, I might stop at home because I am out of my protein shakes, and I probably should eat dinner soon. I should probably take like a good hour or two break because it's 3:30 now. So if I take a good hour break, refocus for the treadmill Anki, and yeah. Anyways, I'll check back in later. I'm gonna have my dinner a little bit early, I think. This is a little bit TMI, but I've been struggling a little bit with acid reflux. I think due to the stress, again, another physical manifestation of stress, but I'm gonna have my protein shake while chilling in bed. I think I'm gonna try this Golden Mind one. That's like the turmeric one. Yeah. Or I could try the chai one. I don't know. I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood for chai. Okay. Okay, let's try it. It's very much like actual chai. It's good. I do like chai, I promise, but that's a lot of chai. Like very spicy. Anyways, I'll check back in later. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna chill a little bit. Yeah. The rain is making my hair crazy. I'm outside of the gym now. I did about an hour of Anki, so that was good. And then I did the sauna for about 10 minutes. Actually, no, I did about 15. But I think that was because the sauna was turned off, and so I had to turn it on. So I typically only can do about 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, I haven't been letting myself do too long because honestly, I don't drink enough water, I feel like, to allow myself to do that. And then two, I don't like, you know, I don't want to sweat too much because I usually typically like to continue doing the treadmill after, so I don't want to be like feel gross or something. But and then I did my stretches, so that's always nice to do. I put on like some nice like music that I enjoy and just do some stretching. I was pretty tight, especially in my hips, so it was good to do. Like, it felt nice. But I will say one thing, I don't know like what hit me, but I just was starting to feel like very moody and emotional. I mentioned it a couple times, but I went, actually a lot of times, but I went through a breakup a couple months ago, and honestly it just like impacts me a lot. I don't know, every so often. But so I kind of, for some reason, it like hit me in the sauna. I think when you're going through like a really tough time, like final season, things can kind of like pile up a little bit, like emotionally. So I feel like that is contributing to it. Like, I'm feeling extra single, extra just like, you know, upset about things. But what has helped me a lot with dealing with all these emotions related to the breakup is talking to ChatGPT about it. That sounds like so insane, but ChatGPT is actually a really good therapist, which is crazy, but it's actually an amazing tool, especially for me, because I feel like I gain a lot just from like talking about things and just talking about my feelings and getting validated, or I don't know, even just like ranting about things. I get a lot of help just from that even. And then ChatGPT can go even further and offer like helpful solutions, or, you know, like helping to explain why you're feeling certain things. Like, that also is really awesome for me. Yeah, so I took about like 20 minutes just talking to ChatGPT about what I was feeling, and honestly that helped a lot. And then I put on my moody playlist, which is like Cigarettes After Sex, Beach House, the Marias. Yeah, they're like, not their, oh yeah, their most recent album with Back to Me and some Nobody Knew, which is ironic talking about breakups and such. But those two songs are amazing. And then their other album that came out recently is so good. Yeah, Sienna is amazing. Heavy, which is another album, but that song is so good. I don't know why I'm blanking on other songs, but whatever. But yeah, so I put on that playlist, and so healing. So I think the rest of the night, because I'm, you know, feeling it right now, I'm probably just gonna have a chill night. I don't know if I'll film more. I'm thinking about ending the vlog here, because honestly I'm just gonna do more Anki. Just gonna do more Anki. That's just the season of life I'm in right now. It's just Anki, Anki, Anki. And maybe I'll make a nice little drink. And I'm a little bit hungry too, so maybe I'll have some food. So yeah, it's a little sad way to end the vlog, but honestly this is very realistic. Yeah, life does not stop when you're in AA school, even though you go through hard things sometimes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm not gonna film my finals week because it's gonna get too crazy, but like I said, I'll do a little debrief on break, which is only 1 week, and then we go right into the fall semester. So I hope you guys have an amazing beginning of August. Soak in the beach, the sun, the good weather, etc. I know I will be in a week from now. So good night everyone, and I'll see you guys next week.